All right. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Mine might be a little bit delayed. I might have fucked that one up.
Might be a little bit delayed, bro.
I
You
might have
clapped
fucked
a
that one
year and a half
I'll
after.
fix it, dude. I'll
bro,
fix it.
You guys clapped at the same time for me.
Okay, then it sounds all good.
Wait a
Alright.
second.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to the Apartment B201 podcast. This week, it's once again Ryan, Log, and Mav. My voice might go in and out throughout the course of this. I've been sick for the past few days. Just don't mind that or make fun of me, whichever one comes first. This week we've got kind of a lot to talk about, kind of not. It's all more of it's kind of a gaming episode more than anything because a lot's happened more or less in the past week or so with gaming. I wanted to start off by talking about the PS5 reveal stuff. What do you guys take on that?
PS5?
Yeah, dude, the PS5. Did you miss that? The whole
Yeah, I didn't see the reveal.
I saw it.
I mean, it looks like a Wi-Fi router, but that's about it.
I saw some memes. I saw someone post like I'm assuming it was like a heater, and it literally looked like the PS5, but like 5 feet tall. It was a pretty funny meme. It was like, hey guys, I got the PS15. I think is what it said.
They claimed that it's supposed to look futuristic for the 2020s as well as look good in your living room, but like I feel like I think they missed the mark on that.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, I guess. I mean people that hate on it, they probably like the Xbox more. People that like the
Xbox just has better things.
Yeah, people that like the
better
PS5
specs.
more probably hate on the Xbox.
Bunch
I
of
don't know.
smoothies.
You were saying the other day that like you were trying to tell us about like how PS5 people are like feel like they're superior to Xbox, like Xbox is just retards.
People
like,
really do be thinking that.
I mean I kind of get it though, because like you think about like I don't think I ever experienced like in high school people like saying like, no bro, PS4 so much better than Xbox One, you're a fucking pleb. I don't remember anybody ever saying like shit along those lines.
I feel like
I don't really remember they had their people.
I feel like for us at our high school, it was definitely more Xbox. So I think that's one reason.
Yeah,
But
dude,
nowadays,
big
there's so many
gamers
people
go.
that like. I've seen a lot of memes. It's like PS5 is way superior in these memes I've been seeing.
I think I don't know. I think if I had to pick, if PC wasn't clearly our main like focus or whatever gaming wise, I think it would still just be the Xbox. There's something about holding that controller in your hand and like you know what I mean.
Something about the way it contours to your fingers.
Maybe that's why PlayStation just completely ripped the Xbox controller.
That's 100%
probably,
why.
dude.
Have you ever held a PlayStation controller?
And I think the reason you like Xbox more is because it's user friendly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've had both. They're not. Neither of them are better than the other. To like.
Well, I think Xbox is just is more user friendly.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. And plus they have a lot more benefits, like with Game Pass and such. And especially seeing that you pay like a flat like $100 a year with Game Pass, and you get access to all the Microsoft exclusive games for free, and a lot of third-party games as well that they just add to it throughout the year. So it's for that, and to me that makes it better than PlayStation. Plus, it's going to be completely backwards compatible with all the Xbox One games, and the 360 games that are currently backwards compatible. I don't think the PS5 is doing that. I think it's just new hardware is going to work on the new console.
All right, let me be real with you. The only reason I'd get a PS5 or Xbox, whatever it's called, is to play Minecraft in my bedroom, or to play GTA 5, to buy GTA 5 for the 5th time and play it in my bedroom.
Yeah, buy it again.
True.
Yeah, for the 5th time.
I mean, I guess it's good that they're supporting it and upping the resolution for that, but
Well, I don't care what they do. That's the only reason I'd get it.
5 again.
I'm saying like if I get it, like I have a PC with those games, so like why would I get it?
well, you know, at this point, I wouldn't be compelled to buy an Xbox for the sole fact that they also release all their exclusive games on PC. If anything, I might buy the PS5 just for their exclusives that they will never release up to PC.
Yeah, like if they make a new Ratchet and Clank game and I got my bread up,
They
I'll
are.
buy a
Didn't
PS5.
they announce that?
Yeah, they
Bro,
announced one.
I don't
buddy.
pay attention to that shit. I don't care either. Like,
Okay,
Whoa.
let me
Don't care.
transition this.
Whoa,
I'm
coming
pretty sure
at
they
me.
announced. I'm pretty sure they announced a new Ratchet and Clank. They announced what seemed to be a sequel to the Spider-Man game that came out in 2018, but it wasn't a
just
sequel.
DLC.
It's just a remastered version for the PS5 with a new DLC, which kind of memed everybody because everybody was really excited to have Miles Morales have his own full-fledged game.
Yeah.
Especially given the climate right now, for it to kind of be backpedaled a little bit, like less than half a day later.
Yeah, I mean, I like my Switch. You know, I don't have a need for it a new console. Like I like the idea of that I can like take my Switch and play it anywhere. So like if they were able to, I just like Nintendo, to be honest. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like if Nintendo was able to like kind of get these really good titles on there, I think it'd be a no-brainer. Just get a Switch, you know?
They're starting to port over a lot of older games. I got an email today saying that the Borderlands 1, 2, and the
really?
sequel with all the DLCs just got put on the Switch, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
so
that's great.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a game I didn't think would ever go on there, but then again, they're not really graphically demanding games.
Yeah, I feel like I would enjoy that a lot, honestly. And like I've heard people saying like, oh yeah, ports are cool and all, but like that's all they are is ports. Like we've played the games before, but those are good titles, you know? Like I think one thing,
and they did BioShock too.
I think one thing, like they put LA Noire on the Switch.
That seemed weird to me, but a lot of people like that game.
Yeah, I thought about getting it just because like it's Rockstar. Rockstar, obviously everyone loves Rockstar. And I just wanted to try it out because it's Rockstar. But like if they put GTA 5 or just a GTA game on the Switch, man, like
I don't think the Switch would be able to handle it though.
I think maybe this is too far fetched, but
I don't know.
Getting like a beefier Switch coming out for a long time. I was surprised that wasn't what they announced when they announced the Switch Lite, which is the console that I have. I wish they announced like a beefier Switch Pro.
Oh
and
yeah.
If they were to slap like LTE on there.
Oh yeah.
Bet your ass I would snag that.
See, but like you were just saying, you don't think it could handle it. Like Breath of the Wild is such a big game, like immersive and like just large.
I guess it depends on how well it's optimized, because then we've got things like Sword.
I was gonna say that because like wasn't your whole thing with the new Pokemon game that it looks like crap?
It literally looks like
Breath of the Wild.
I could play it on a Game Boy.
I still haven't even seen the new Pokemon game. I played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and it was cool.
I like the Let's Go games. The Sword and Shield, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it from a graphical standpoint. I thought it still looked really good. It still looked better than all the games before it. I wouldn't compare, personally, I don't compare Pokemon games to other games. But at the same time, I get where you're coming from as far as like, you see what the Switch can do, why like limit it.
Yeah.
You know? But I think that game fell from like a story and like, and how easy it's easy mode, dude. That whole game is easy mode.
I'm trying to think like would a very like a really good graphic like Pokemon game, would that even like, I just don't think that fits Pokemon, you know?
That's kind of my thing, but I guess there's different ways they could have approached it, because even there have been realistic Zelda games, but then they backpedaled to this art style. But you know,
Zelda's different. Like Zelda works with all these different art styles. Like Pokemon, you can't. I just don't see it working with too many different art styles.
I think the only thing they can do is focus more on the 3-dimensional aspect of it rather than the art. Because the game still looked good. I think the only way they could improve is more on like how the structures look and the scenery. Because I mean, it looks really good in Sword and Shield for the most part, but like I remember going from Game Boy, so like 3rd gen Pokemon, everything's 2D flat, to going to Diamond and Pearl and thinking, wow, these are 2-dimensional images that look 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. And then they did it every time they went up a generation, they got better and better at it. So
see, and like, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I like the older stuff better. Like to me, it's nostalgic. Like perfect. Like, yeah, I mean, not even nostalgic. Like
it's simple.
Because to me, nostalgia is almost like you get this feeling about something, and if you go back and play it, you're like, oh wow, this isn't as good as I remember. Like nostalgia never really like, I never really get like a full sense of satisfaction from nostalgia. Like,
right.
It's always like the feeling that I had when I first played it, it can never be felt again. And I can never like, I don't know, nostalgia is just weird to me.
No, I mean, I know what you mean. Like at this point, after when I first got my Switch and I got Breath of the Wild, that game is my favorite game of all time. At this point, I don't think I could go back and play it and it be as cool to me this time as it was my initial time. And that's something I've definitely seen recently, as Mav and I have been playing through Borderlands and playing through all of those, and knowing like I loved Borderlands 2 when it first came out, but playing it now, 8 years later, it's not the same.
Good.
Yeah, like I'm in a similar boat. Like I've kind of been like thinking about like, oh, like I kind of miss playing Breath of the Wild, but like I know I've already tried like going back and playing it, and it's like not the same. Like
it's a grind.
It's
that
just,
game is a grind.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like these nostalgic feelings is like it's only that first time you played it. It's like
for sure.
Same thing with music. Like I wish I could go back in time and like listen to my favorite artist again, like or just a song that I love. Like I wish I could listen to it the first time again and like remember how that felt. Cause like I
Yeah,
can remember like to me nostalgia. I remember like the time around something like when I first played a game or listened to music or something. But like the feeling, it just can't be matched because like it was the whole environment. It was the environment as a whole, not just the subject.
No, I mean, I totally get you. I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to imagine like any song that I've listened to and like loved hearing it for the first time. Like Young the Giants, my favorite band, and like if I could go back and like listen to uh any one of their songs for the first time all over again, it would just hit me so hard.
Yeah, and like it's
Like,
also hard because like it doesn't hit you how much like how good something is until a little while into it, in my opinion. Like because I remember Blink-182 is my favorite band of all time, and the first time I ever listened to them, I was like, bro, this shit's trash. And then I listened to them again later on, and then I like slowly over the course of like a month, I just couldn't stop listening to them. So, but like, it's not like that first time I listened to them, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's like it was like a build up, and like now, like looking back, I'm like, man, I wish I could feel that how I felt when I like started getting into them again.
Yeah.
But like I know that that's a feeling that I won't be able to feel, and like I don't even know if I ever felt it because of the build up it took for me to actually slowly get into them and everything.
you know what kind of does fix that though? Because like when I was like I'm trying to remember when Panic first like released their first album. It was definitely early 2000s.
I probably couldn't
But
fucking walk, bro.
I had to have been in between like 7 to 10 years old when I first heard them, and then I forgot about them. And then when I rediscovered them in like high school, I was like, oh shit, this is that band. Because I've always been bad with like band names and song names.
Yeah, it was
horrible
my
with
it was like my
But I'm
aunt's
good with like
ringtone.
memorizing music, but it just hit so differently hearing a song that I knew I loved already
Yeah,
for a second time, but it felt like the first time. So like forgetting about something is like the closest you'll get to hearing it for the first time all over again.
yeah. I'm in agreement. Like I used to listen to a lot of Kid Cudi, but I can't go back and listen to him because it's just like edgy, like
Once he dropped that
not
last
edgy,
album,
but
it hit different.
no, not even. I haven't even listened to his newer stuff, but
Mm.
like it's just not my thing anymore. So like, but I just really loved it when I was listening to him in like middle school or whenever it was. So like going back and listen to him, like I honestly just like can't because it's just I'm not into it
Yeah.
at all anymore. But like I know
Yeah,
I still has like a
change.
special place in my like heart because of how much I loved it.
No, I mean definitely. Like it would just. I remember when you introduced me to him in high school, because like I didn't know who he was beforehand, and then you introduced me to his music. I remember like being super into it for a while, and then I stopped listening to it. Like as his newer stuff came out, I wasn't really like getting attached to that, and then I stopped being attached to him. And then going back and hearing his stuff recently, I'm like, it just isn't the same for me.
Yeah, like I can acknowledge how good it is, but like I couldn't like if it came on in the shuffle, like if I played every single one of my songs on my phone, I'd probably skip it because like there's just other things I want to listen to right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right,
think
right.
I just can't see myself being in the mood to like want to listen to some Kid Cudi, but like no diss at all. Like I fuck with Kid Cudi, like, but
No, for sure.
it's just like a throwback song. Like I will listen to it if I want to, but I'll never be like I'm gonna play that Kid Cudi, bro.
No, I got you.
And like in my head, like if like there's these artists I'm listening to right now, and I'm like, bro, this shit, like I'll listen to this shit every day, but who knows if that's true? Like in 10 years, in a year from now, like am I gonna be listening to the same artist? I mean, I know right now, the artist that I'm really into right now, I've been listening to for the past like 2 years, and so I guess that's true right now. Like a year ago, listening to the same guy I've been listening to, so it's hard to say.
No, I mean, I definitely understand what you're saying there. I don't know. I look back, I feel like with music, you just go through phases, and then like
Yeah, that's
you definitely still do with games too. But it's music and games are like they're so similar in how you treat them as an individual, but they're completely different mediums.
Yeah, like people have told me like, oh, don't get music tattoos, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. Like, yeah, I might not like that artist like a year, 5 years, 10 years from now, but like, I love them now, and I know that I will
I think the
always be
only-
able to like go and listen like Blink-182. Like I was talking about, I don't listen to Blink-182 every day, but like, if I put on a Blink-182 song, I know every fucking word to that song because like of how obsessed I
Right.
was with Blink-182. Like I get way into shit that I like. So like I was so obsessed with Blink-182. I was obsessed with Flatbush Zombies, and like it's always something like Lil Peep, like all of these artists. Like
R.I.P.
I got all three of those artists tattooed on me, and I'm gonna get more artists tattooed on me that I like. Like fuck it.
The only time that I've ever heard, like, cause I wanted to get like different artists tattooed too, but like I think somebody told me once, and I forget who it was, but they said like don't do that, not for the fact that you might not like their music anymore, but
It might
like
become
just in case
problematic.
they do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Like, could you imagine like your favorite artist like turning out 20 years from now to have been like diddling kids? You know, like
yeah, good thing I don't have Kevin Spacey tattooed on me, but like yeah, I mean, I just that would be bad, but you can always get a tattoo removed if it's that deep. Like if it gets that bad.
No, for sure.
So like I say fuck it, you know. Like rest in
Right.
peace, Peep. Blink-182, like motherfucker Tom DeLonge's insanely crazy. He is obsessed with aliens, which that's cool, man. That's cool, but he's crazy. But I got that tattooed on me. I got Blink-182 tattooed on me. Flatbush Zombies, they're so unproblematic and they're awesome.
Oh yeah, if I had the cash, I'd have plenty of Flatbush tattoos on me, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I say when it comes to tattoos, get what you want. Fuck what other people think. Just go to a good artist. Yeah,
Right.
get good tattoos. They are permanent.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
you can get them
are.
removed. You can get them removed, like we were just saying, but you don't want to get a
painful and
tattoo removed
expensive.
because it was done poorly. If you're getting a tattoo removed, get it removed because it's a problematic artist, not
Right.
because it was done poorly. Like I'd rather have a really good tattoo removed because something happened, like and it needs to be removed, than getting a bad tattoo removed because it's bad when I could have just avoided that.
That's why I mean, all of my tattoos are just like, it's just art.
Yeah.
Like, my left arm is just mandala. It's just art. My right arm is just like, I just wanted it to be space. So like I try to make that part of my body like the most unproblematic, but like I don't give a fuck about my legs. When I get to them, it's
Dicks.
it's gonna be too much.
Dicks.
It's gonna be dicks.
Yeah, see, I just
I have
have
3 dicks shooting off of my dick.
I just like traditional tattoo styles. I
Mhm.
think it's really cool shit, and ever since I used to actually not like it, which is weird, and then for something happened and I was like, bro, this shit's awesome. So now all my tattoos are traditional and my arm's full. I'm working on my other arm. It's addicting.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
If you have an addictive personality, it's addicting, and I think I have addictive personality.
If I had the time and money, my right arm would be done. Not right, my left arm would be done. I'd love that. I think all mine are just like geometric or art based.
Yeah, and like
I don't know. That's just what I'm into.
Yeah, that's something people do. There's like on Reddit. I'm on in the r/tattoo subreddit,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Like people with their sleeves, like people get whole geometric theme sleeves. There's a lot of obviously traditional because it's like the probably biggest
most popular.
yeah, most popular like tattoo style. But it can be done poorly, and I've seen it done poorly. It can also be done very well. And there's some really cool stuff on r/tattoos.
I guess I've been lucky. I don't really have like a guy who's done my tattoos. I've gone to 3 different shops for all 3 of my tattoos, but they've all turned out really great. Luckily enough.
Yeah, I've only gone to 2 different guys, and the guy that I'm going to right now he's done all my traditional work, and he's gonna continue to do my traditional work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So Mav, when you gonna get a tattoo?
Oh man, good question.
Put him on the spot there.
I was planning on getting tattoos years ago, but then I
Yeah.
wanted to wait until I got into my career, and now I'm a couple years into my career, and I just don't. I mean, I want to change.
Why buy tattoos when you can just keep buying Steam games? You know.
Hey man, hey, you gonna call me out like that?
Hey man, I mean,
it is what it is. To be fair, at least you're not. I mean, at least you're not like me, just letting Humble grab
Oh,
its
no, I am.
$12 every
I am.
month and never playing those games.
No, I am.
oh, dude,
yeah.
Zach probably has played 1% of all his games.
Okay, yeah. Hold on, I can.
And I'm
actually
sure
pull up
I've probably
Steam
played
right
1% of all my
now, and I'll
games.
tell you guys how many games.
That's the whole point of
it.
his like achievement, his achievement run thing.
Okay, let's see. Oh, woo-hoo. On Steam at this very moment, I own 484 games.
Sounds right.
I
Okay, I'm sure you played like 20% of those.
Yeah, probably 20% if
Yeah.
I'm lucky.
And I'm sure some of those you played and then immediately got off. Not immediately, but very shortly after you launched them. You never played them again.
Let's scroll down to the bottom of my playtime. Oh, I wouldn't even say 20%. Yeah, I wouldn't even give it that much.
I don't know, 20%'s 80 games. Yeah, it's probably not 20%, yeah. See, my Steam library, I think I have 2 games installed right now.
Most of my stuff though is from like bundles and things. Like it's not $60 a game. Not even close.
Yeah, see, I have 291 games, and how many do I have installed? 2. Golf with Your Friends, and Terraria.
Dude, you guys definitely have it on me then. I don't have as many as I used to think that I
You
did.
used to think you did.
Well, like if I look at Xbox where I have like hundreds of games downloaded, compared to that, it's not as big of a deal. I think I probably have I have 173. So I mean it's not that bad.
Actually, mine says 425, but it says 291 out of 425. I don't know what that means.
I'm sure there's somebody listening out there that's just like
400 games.
What the fuck?
400 games. That's
Like,
weak.
I just have Call of Duty Warzone, and that's enough for me.
I fight in the gulag.
I mean, for some people that's enough, and
It is.
I just can't be
I
them.
mean, that's totally fine, but
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have Terraria and Golf with Your Friends installed. I literally could have bought those 2 games, but I bought 200 other games for some reason.
Yeah,
Or
like
300.
I probably only have like 15 games actually downloaded on Steam right now.
See, on my entire computer, I think I have 3. Golf with Your Friends, Terraria, and WoW. That's it. Oh, Minecraft, so 4.
Well, that's like all you can play right now. There.
I mean, I can just install one game and play that one. I just choose to let that one game be WoW.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a game you like. I mean, the same can be said like what we were talking about last week with League of Legends. I mean,
Yeah, imagine that being your
Probably-
favorite
it's-
game.
probably 40% of my total gaming that I do in a week. So.
See, I just don't play many games, period. Like, I play a
Couldn't be
game and I
me.
get bored. So, except for like 4 times out of the year, I just play WoW for about 2-3 weeks straight, and that's it. And then I get bored again.
I remember in high school you got like a 2-month code from your dad or something like that, and we just didn't hear from you for those 2
Oh,
months.
yeah, I got an email saying like, oh, here you can play WoW again free for a month, and I was like, shit, why not? I'll try it out, and I liked it. I guess I liked it again.
Yeah, at least we hear from you now when you play it. It was just like we just wouldn't hear from you.
It's
like,
because
at all.
it's
We'd
because
text you,
everyone
wouldn't
was playing on
respond.
Xbox, and I played WoW on my computer.
I think that's something that I need to do more of is get back to play on Xbox because I still
Why
have
would you
a
want
lot
to
of
do
friends that
that?
play on Xbox. Because I still have other friends that like that's their main thing. Like they don't PC game.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's
I
something
mean,
you
look,
could do.
I mean, especially seeing that, like I said, all the Xbox exclusive games are they're compatible. I can just play on PC with them if I wanted to, if it's Halo or.
Yeah, but so
know,
why would
some-
you need to play Xbox though?
There are some games that I just have on my Xbox that aren't
Oh yeah,
like.
because I know that
It's
a
all in
lot
the
of
same room.
games. Like I have like I think Forza Horizon 2, no 3. I have Forza Horizon 3 on my PC. I can play with my friend on
Yeah.
Xbox.
Well, a lot
And they
of
even
them
have
now
like
are- I said,
Xbox
it's-
party chat on the PC.
Yeah, I do. I do try to get in there every once in a while and just talk, but it's been a while, dude. It's rare. It's just easier to hit Discord because half the time it already loads up,
Yeah, I mean,
and then I just exist here
I don't know.
now.
I'm one of those people like if that's the only like place to go talk to them and that's the only time I talk to them, and like why should I go out of my way to talk to them? You know?
I mean, I guess, but like at the end of the day, friends are still friends. If they didn't do anything, piss me off.
Yeah, I mean, I
they're still
just
my
don't really
friends.
have a whole lot of friends on console. So, and the ones that my friends that I do have on console, we talk to each other outside of the console. So it's not like I only talk to them on
No, I
Xbox
gotcha.
because like I don't even have an Xbox. But like I'll text my friend, Snapchat him.
I used to have one. I don't know where it is.
A friend?
No, yeah,
An
friend.
Xbox? How do you lose an Xbox?
It's not as
remember-
big as the new
I-
one, so it's pretty easy to miss.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but dude,
the
you
new one's
just,
kind of
like-
hard to miss. I don't know how you'd be able to lose a door stopper like that.
Didn't you just like when we were moving into the apartment in the first place? Didn't you just leave it at your parents' house and you're like, I'll come back for this, and then you just didn't?
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
I mean, yeah, granted, I understand it was years ago, but like,
I actually think the last time I went to my dad's house, I did get it because he moved since then. I think he found it. I just don't know where I've placed it currently. Somewhere in the house.
Logan, was he lagging for you there, or was that just me? I didn't.
I
Hear
did not hear a word
he
he said.
I guess I'll hear it in the post.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, dude. You were just like, yes, sir. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it was.
I heard.
Yeah, it's all right, man. We get it. You couldn't find it.
Oh.
We love you though.
Yeah, just robotic Zach. So do we have any other topics?
Yeah. So I was very hesitant to download the new Riot game Valorant for like a few weeks, as people probably may or may not have heard. When you install the game, you install their specific new anti-cheat system that goes straight into your like highest point of operation status in your computer. So like if you right click stuff and it says run as administrator, like you're the administrator, it gives them like those privileges. And at first I was very hesitant to play it because I said to myself, it doesn't matter how fun it might look, there's no way I'm giving somebody access to my computer that much. Well, I said fuck it the other day and I started playing it. And at first I hated it. And I'm slowly starting to like it as I'm getting better at it. I think the thing about it is I initially saw it as CSGO, and CSGO is actually a shithole that should burn in the ground.
Wow. Okay.
But I mean it is, dude. Do you still play
Nope.
it?
Well, here's what I have to say.
Sell your knife.
Take your opinion from someone that plays League of Legends with a grain of salt. CSGO is pretty cool. It's cool. They have some cool game modes, and I don't know. I don't really like Valorant.
I think it appeals to me better as like somebody when like I am a fan of just like the run and gun kind of style of what is Call of Duty and or Battlefield. I don't know, that kind of just appeals to me. And then the more I've been playing it, I've kind of like figured out how to make the CSGO style of playing work with that, at least with certain characters. So I mean, I think it's I might be saying this prematurely, but I think it's pretty good.
I'm just not good at video games, so that's my standpoint. Like I can't name a single game I'm good at, dude.
No, I'm sure there's some.
Not
dude.
Pokemon, bro.
You can be good at Pokemon. That's still being
I'm
good
still
at
not even that good at that one, dude. I'm good at Terraria. Okay, yeah, I'm good at Terraria. That's about it.
That's a game I could never like. You know more about Terraria than anybody I know. But like, I just know for a fact I couldn't play that game to the level that you do and remember as much
It's just,
as you do.
I don't know what it is about it. I love that game.
I love you, man.
Thanks, man. What's your Terraria?
My what?
Your Terraria.
It's changed quite a bit over the years. There for a while it was Overwatch, all I played.
Yeah, what did you say you cut out?
So it's changed a bit over the years. Way back in the day, it was probably Call of Duty and Halo especially. And then when I first got a PC, it went to Overwatch for like a year and a half. Once we all got in the apartment together, I quit Overwatch and just played League constantly.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. And now I don't really have one.
You don't have one?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't really play games that much anymore, to be honest.
Ryan, what about you? What's your Terraria?
What's my I'd probably have to guess. I'd probably have to guess Pokemon. I mean, I've just been playing that game it was like my first game, and it's something I still play to this day. I know way.
I could see that.
Way too much.
I could see that. I think Zach's is actually Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan.
I've never once launched that game. Actually, Parker bought it for me.
Oh, he did. What about Hentai Crush?
Yes.
2.2 hours, mate. Hentai Temple.
Yeah, because I had
watch
to
that one too.
I had to 100% the.
You played Hentai Crush and you had to play the sequel, Hentai Temple.
No, Temple's different. Temple was a meme bot when we lived together.
Yeah, it's crazy how
Ryan.
many games you have that have like not even a single bit of time registered as played.
Yeah.
Like
So the goal is to go through every one of those games and 100% it.
See, here's the thing, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
For every game you 100%, how many games have you 100%ed? So for every game you've 100%ed, you have 150 more. And I'd like to think that ratio will continue to increase. So by the time you get your fourth game, you'll have 600 games.
But my percent completion went up to 24%. It was 23.
Okay.
I'm moving up.
Buddy.
I'm moving up in the world, man.
But what I'm saying is you're going to keep getting more games as you complete 100%
yes,
these games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still have your.
So your ratio will stay the same.
Yep.
It's never going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find Puss. You have a game just called Puss.
Wait. Hold on.
PUSS exclamation point.
Oh, yeah.
And perfect date right above that one.
Yep, that one came from a Humble Bundle.
I bet it did.
Sure
It
did.
did. It
Hentai.
came from a
Furry-
online dating bundle. Actually,
furry
I have
bundle.
multiple games. We got like Creature Romance. Yep. Kokono Kokoro.
You got some good titles on here, but then it's like Sunrider Academy. There's just an anime girl on the front.
Hey man, again. So
0
that
hours
actually
played.
that came from another bundle. I can tell you
Mhm.
where every game came from actually.
I just don't get why you buy these bundles.
Because they only cost like $5 and you get like 20 games.
Gotta get that total game count up.
Yeah, absolutely.
VR chat.
So when are you gonna be beating Beat Saber all the achievements anytime soon?
I don't think Beat Saber has achievements.
I don't think you'll ever
Oh, it
beat
does.
them.
26
Okay.
achievements. You have none, and you have hours.
Let's see,
playing,
Sunrider Academy.
apparently.
Yeah, I could do that easy.
Oh wait, actually, you do. You have clear. No, you don't
General
have that
mature
achievement.
content. How many achievements are in this game?
It says warm up, clear 100 levels or more.
Well, there's
but-
only
This
20
current-
achievements in Sunrider Academy.
Did this turn into my Steam review?
Yes, it did.
Good
Complete
night.
the game beginning to finish on Space Whale difficulty.
I love all these games that you have 0.6 hours like played. It's a lot of them. It's like you loaded the game
30
up for
minutes.
maybe 30, 45
30.
minutes.
35.
Who's got the math right? Which one is
Yeah,
it?
it's, somewhere in there.
That's about 30.
What if
40.
I told you there's probably some that have like 0.1 hours? I know I saw a couple 0.3.
Yes, I've got two. Got 0.1.
Yes.
You know, I will
Launched
say
and closed.
your most hours is on Arc.
Yep.
So
We're not gonna talk about it.
I don't even
It's a
know how to
fun
see
game,
my
dude.
most hours.
Terraria, and it's about 400.
It's wet.
It's Terraria, and it's about 400.
That's not even including Xbox 360 and Xbox One hours.
That is correct.
And I have it on the Switch as well. I think I bought that game 10 times
Probably.
because I bought it for friends and stuff because of how much I like the game.
man, it really says that I have 155 hours on PUBG, but like I feel like I definitely played more Borderlands 2 than I did PUBG. But yet it's a difference of almost
Yeah, I think
70
it's
hours.
crazy you don't even have Gary's mod.
I'm waiting for it to be 99 cents. Somebody told me once
It
it'd be
never will be,
99 cents,
buddy.
and
It
until then
never
I'm
How
not
much,
buying
how
it.
much is the game right now?
Probably $10.
$10, man.
I never saw what was fun about it to begin with. And
I just
so,
used
like,
to do
there's just no
like the
point to
sled
it for me.
builder game. You build a sled and you go down a mountain on a sled.
Sled?
And yeah, you slay.
Sled.
You slay.
That sounds
I guess
boring, dude.
it's
We need to
I
play
guess
some
it's a game
Tabletop
that's good if
Simulator.
you're creative.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe that's why you
I'm
don't
not
like it.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Makes
a
sense
smooth
now. It's all
brain.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
buy
yeah.
it for you, but I think I value my $10 better than that.
Jesus.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
cool.
know, the
with
first
me.
two games I bought on
I'm
Steam
never
was
gonna touch it.
Gary's Mod and Terraria, and I bought it on the winter sale, so I definitely did not pay more than $5 for the two games together.
When I first bought my computer, I bought Skyrim because they were about to release
Special
the
edition?
like legendary edition
Special?
for free if you had Skyrim already. Wait, special edition? I don't fucking care what it's called. Anyways, I bought that and I've yet to touch it.
Surprise.
Skyrim, yeah, I played.
Throwback to earlier in the conversation where we were talking about how the games just don't hit the same way as they did originally, like the nostalgia
saw-
hits.
I
That's a
saw a little meme. It's your dad coming in your room saying, "What are you playing? Are you winning, son?" And it's just like, "Dad, I'm not even playing anything. I'm just staring at the screen, wishing that I could feel the same." Just like it's like a paragraph of that. And boy, let me tell you,
See, I think Terraria is the closest game I've been able to feel like the same nostalgia because they took so long to actually update the game. It's insane.
yeah, they just came out with
so I was able
Journey's
to
End.
play. I was able to not play it for so long and then play it again and feel exactly the same. But I think they just actually updated it recently, so I need to check that out.
Might be worth the time going in there and playing.
Yeah, but I probably won't even do that because I just will forget about it after this podcast is over.
I'll remind you tomorrow.
It's always the same, Dad.
No, my memory's so bad. Like
All right.
I'm like, oh, okay, I need to do this, and then I just completely forget.
That's how I've been with like school recently. Like the last 2 weeks, I've been late on like 2 discussion posts, like twice, like half a day. So my teacher hasn't counted it off or anything. But like it's been like I go to bed and I'm like I wake up in the morning with dread, just like oh shit. That's not normally how I am, but like recently I've been doing that with everything.
I'm just waiting for Dying Light 2.
Same. I've been waiting for that for a while.
Did
When
they
does it even come out?
did they push it back?
It's
Like
been
3
pushed back
times.
100
It
times.
says spring 2020. Oh wait, no, that was what it was supposed to be. That was the original release, and according to my knowledge, spring 2020 is over.
Yeah.
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 And it's not out yet.
That's for a minute. Well, Cyberpunk was supposed to come out in February now.
Best Buy says not announced. The release date's not announced. Is it on?
Well, if we had E3, we probably were gonna see it then, but
There's a Steam page for it.
rip that.
Coming soon. Wait, they had an E3 trailer.
Well, yeah, but that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, 2019. Yeah. I don't think it'll ever come out.
That's something I'm so disappointed about. Is just no E3 this year. It's like clearly it's not like a big deal, but like to have those like 2-3 hours just to like watch.
I don't think I've ever watched a single E3 in my whole life.
I have. I've watched the past couple of years.
I have watched every E3.
Yeah.
Since 2012. No, 2010. Almost 10 years. They ruined my streak.
Yeah, I never really. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't really be watching stuff.
I mean, it's like the gamers NFL draft, except not as lame.
Not as lame. What are you talking about? It's so much cooler, dude.
Oh, dude, you gotta hear them, get on screen and tell you about how the frame rates in the games are gonna be beyond what your mind can
listen to them get up there and lie about everything.
Show footage of Spider-Man looking so good, and then when you get the game,
there's not even multiplayer.
It's rendered about 20 frames. It's not even multiplayer.
Spider-Man, that's not even Spider-Man at that point. If it's multiplayer, it's Avengers, bro.
What?
That's a whole different game. Wait, are they actually making an Avengers game?
Yeah, it looked decent from the trailers, and then they like showed gameplay, and people were like, "No, this ain't my Avengers."
Not my Avengers.
That honestly sounds kind of cool.
And so Square Enix was like, "All right, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board," and then they just keep delaying it. But it looked cool.
A game for every other superhero first before they can make an Avengers, like an Iron Man game. Captain America game.
Oh, there are Iron Man games out there. They're not good. They're not good.
There's also shitty Hulk games, and there's also Spider-Man games, but they already remade the Spider-Man, so they have to remake every other one.
Look, to be fair, so the Spider-Man games have been coming out over the past few years, have been pretty decent from what I've heard.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, they have to remake all these other ones and be good.
But it's just Spider-Man, and then Deadpool. That one Deadpool game apparently is a slap.
Yeah, never heard of it. It must be good if I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard about it.
Have you heard of it?
I'm trying to toot my own horn here. But I heard about
which Deadpool game?
Exactly.
The one that came out and everybody was like, "Oh, okay."
I think I only know of one Deadpool
me too.
game that came out recently.
I don't at all.
So
I know the movie. Is that what we're talking about?
No, there was a Deadpool game.
Maybe you were just holding a controller while watching the movie.
No, it came out like 7 years ago, dude. It came out when the 360 was still relevant. All right. Anyways, I heard that it was pretty good. According to Google, 95% of people like the game.
You know how when you're younger and your parents make your little brother play games with you and you just give him a controller that's not plugged in? And maybe you were just watching a movie with the controller in your hand.
Yeah, that's definitely it, man. Yeah, that had to have been it.
He gave you a controller and said, "Here, Daddy, you can play too."
Nah, she just takes the controller and goes, "I'm gonna play games," and then that's it. There's no batteries in it. She did it again tonight.
Except she slams her hands on your keyboard and.
Well, I gave her the controller to stop.
How'd that go? It worked.
It worked.
Oh yeah. It did work.
I said we're playing games.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, because I told her not to, and then I saw her reaching her hands, and I said, "Let me give you this." So, and then she took it. So it was all right.
Sometimes you can't even tell the difference from when she's smacking the keyboard and you're playing.
And then when I'm smacking the keyboard, so
no difference.
All right. I think we should probably
I think
finish this up. It's in a little bit over 45 minutes now. Thank you everybody who watched this week and anybody who's been continuously watching so far. I appreciate it. Next week we'll be having on our first guest. It's somebody that we know. And we're super excited to have him on. So stay tuned to that. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.